Hi, I'm John Rothens, your school board president, and I'm also serving as the fundraising captain for our very first Serve-a-thon, which is our annual fundraiser that we're doing this year. And if you didn't make it out to the kickoff dinner last night, I've got some important information that I'd like to share with you that we'll be going over. All of the packets of information with all the material will be going home with your children tonight, and I've got some important details that I'd like to go over so you can understand what we're doing with this fundraiser. This event is really tailored to couple with our mission, which is serving in God's kingdom. Instead of having people sponsor children to walk around laps of a track, we're basically asking people to sponsor. Well, we have a school-wide serving event. That event is on March 30th, and this is a letter writing campaign, which I'll go over in a second, to ask for sponsorship and raise funds for the school. What are our plans for this money? Every school has some kind of form of a budget shortfall or budget gap. We will be using part of these funds for that. A large portion of these funds will be used for our impact program, specifically for some of our impact trips coming up. If you're in the secondary grades and your kids are planning on going on an impact trip, we will credit towards your trip any amount of money up to the cost of your trip. In other words, say your trip is the junior trip and it's $1,200. If you happen to raise $1,400, we'll credit your trip the $1,200, and then the extra money will just go in the general impact fund. Third thing we're using the funds for will be our teacher wish list, classroom improvements, stuff like that. Couple other things to touch on. The expert that we're partnering with, Cornerstone Consulting, talked last night. Is the economy an issue in preventing us from doing a fundraiser? Do people give less in a bad economy? One thing he said was the average donation over the past 3 or 4 years is between $50 and $70. That amount hasn't changed. If you look back 10, 15 years ago, the average amount was about the same. And the reason is we are asking you to ask parents, teachers, friends, relatives, people in your close-knit community to sponsor your child and give. These are not large $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 donations you're asking for. So everyone can really pretty much make a sacrifice to give $25 or $50, and that's the beauty of this program and what makes it work. I'd like to go over the packet right now. Each of you would have received in your child's backpack or some form an envelope. Inside that envelope, we've got several different things. There's 2 different size envelopes. The smaller envelope is your return envelope. There's also some stickers in there. You'll affix a sticker with the child's name to mail back to the school. No need to put postage on this, and use your return address. The large envelope is what you will be using. Put your return address as well. This is where you'll address to the people you want to send the letters to. No need to stamp the envelopes. The school will be paying for the stamps for that program. Then we've got the actual letters. On the letters, you've got a spot for Dear Grandma, Grandpa as well. Your child can sign the letter. Some of the little kids, I know what we've done is let them draw a picture on the back. Really kind of personalizes the document. As well, on the coupon, put your child's name so your children can get credit for the program. A very important piece of this packet is a parent commitment card. It's a 3-part card, which you will be cutting, actually perforated, so you'll perforate, separate the 3 parts. Part 1 is the part we really would like to have back as soon as possible, if you could send with your child or drop off at the school, and that has your commitment to complete so many letters. We're asking families to do 25 letters. It has a spot for a personal donation. Give any amount you'd personally like to give. The way the fundraiser works is, how can you ask someone else to donate if you haven't donated? But again, there's no set amount we're asking for. And then the key to this program is the follow-up phone calls, which is explained in the packet. It's a very easy phone call. What we recommend is send out the letters. About a week later, it's a quick follow-up phone call. Hi, did you get the letter I sent? Everybody has a stack of a pile that doesn't get dealt with. That follow-up phone call is just to remind people, did you get it? You're not going to ask for a donation. You're just going to ask them if they got it. Most likely, you'll get a sure, I'll send it in, or a no thank you, I can't donate right now. Either way, it's thank you very much, and then that's it. Second part of the parent commitment card, that's the part for your records on what you committed, how many letters to do. The third part comes off, doesn't have anything on it as far as any financial commitment or any amount of letters. We'd like you to sign that. That's just for our records, so we know that who has and hasn't turned these in. Very important that we get these parent commitment cards back. It will allow the board to plan on how many people we have involved with the event and who hasn't done the event. And it will also allow the planning team to calculate all the participation and what we can expect coming back in. Another very important document that we've included is the prizes. I won't take the time right now to go over all the prizes. Realize there's student incentives. There's anywhere from free casual day passes all the way up to a $750 Best Buy gift certificate. So very important to read. We have teacher and classroom incentives as well. And there is a family drawing incentive where we will give away up to 2 months free tuition or $1,000. We have a school-wide incentive program, which if we get 90% participation and reach our goal, which is $60,000, we have several different events that will happen, anywhere from Mrs. Hensley in the dunk tank to the administration and board sleeping on the roof to Mrs. Andrews kissing a pig. So again, we have to have 90% participation on that. So I don't know about you, but I'd really like to see Mrs. Andrews kiss a pig. So please just mail in 2 or 3 letters if that's all you can do, just so we can get the 100% participation. I want to give you a couple quick testimonial examples. When I first heard about this project, I thought, wow, how do I come up with 25 letters? Well, I sat down with my son, and before I knew it, I had 25. We did have one planning team member that came up with 76 people to mail letters to. So we're asking for 25. If you know more, send more. If it turns out that you can only come up with 5 or 10 or 15 names, that's fine too. We're not going to police people on how many letters were done. We just would like as close to 100% participation as possible. As many letters as you can do is great. One other thing which it explains in the packet, there's a pre-letter phone call that you can do, which I, as well as a couple board members, did, where we made the phone call and said, hi, my son's school is doing a serve-a-thon, and we're taking a day off of school and serving in the community. Would you consider sponsoring him for this event? I'll be happy to send you a letter explaining it. The response we got from that pre-letter phone call was overwhelming. People were like, absolutely, please send me the letter. I'd love to donate. So you might want to consider doing that on a few people if you'd like. What can we accomplish if everyone does their small part? The success of this program is really based on the numbers. I've done fundraisers here at this school for 3-4 years and many fundraising events prior to that, and I've had to ask for large sums of money. It's not very fun and it's not very easy. The beauty of this is if we get 25 letters or a large number of letters, it takes very small dollar donations will make up to a large amount of money we can raise, which our goal is $60,000. Give you another example. Last night, if you did come to the event, thank you very much. We had about 20% of our families came to the event. With the parent commitment cards that were turned in, with the personal donations as well as the number of letters that they committed to give, the consultant did his math calculation, just that 20% is equaling up about $20,000. Now, if the rest of the school can do this event and turn in the commitment cards, if you add that up, that's about $100,000. Now, our goal is only $60,000, so we're well ahead and well on the right track to reach our goal. Keep that in mind. Again, pray about it, and we really would like to get all these commitment cards back by Monday. There is a letter deadline. We'd like to have all the letters back by February 23rd, which is towards the end of next week. If you're going out of town and you can't get the letters done by then, that's fine. We'll accept letters after that. No problem with that. It will just help us get back on track. Please read the packet so you understand the phone call part. We've seen the response skyrocket with just that short reminder call about, did you get my letter? In closing, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for your support and participation here at the school. God bless.